I'm gonna try to make this a quick one today. So it's an experiment that I'm doing with just this really dirty carpet. I hope I can. I hope you'll be able to see it properly. So I'm trying to vacuum the carpet. Just basic shark vacuum the carpet. I have this Bissell here with the Bissell Steam, but we're gonna shampoo it with just water and no steam. I got some shipment coming in. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can block it right here. Hi, that's me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. Have a good day.
Yes. Oh, to this jam. Okay. I'm back. Okay, so before I get into that, let me just try to answer a question that I have here. And this is from the comments that came in 2 days ago. Okay, so this person says, this is Martin, right? I want to make sure I'm saying it. Martine? It could be Martine. Anyway, if I said the name wrong, my apologies, right? Martine's having a lot of trouble with the cleaner. We're talking about the Power Dash pet. That might be another delivery. Can you help me with that one there, Ethan? All right. And anyway, it's my friends, my neighbors, and I have to give it back today, right? And I answered that. I answered the question the same day. So just know I'm not being late on this one. And first, the brush was supposed to turn, but it's very tight, doesn't turn smoothly when you use your other hands and everything else, right? So what it is, and it has a clunk, clunk, clunk sound. Okay, so pretty much what he's saying is that there's a Power Dash pad, and he's trying to turn the brush, and it's really tight, okay? What I'm telling him to do, because he's hearing sounds, most likely the brush might be melted or the belt is eaten out at some point, and every time it goes around in a circle, you're gonna hear that clunk sound, clunk, clunk. So it could be the belt is eaten out at a certain section, or the brush itself is melted. The Power Dash, let me see which one I'm talking about here. Hold on. Power Dash looks like this one. Okay? All right, this one we're talking about. All right, it's a single brush cleaner, and you just access the belt from over here in this section, right here. Okay, and just check it. Just run it without the belt. Make sure that sound isn't coming back. That whatever that sound is, make sure it's not the motor. Now that you're sure it's not the motor, when you have the brush in your hand, just try to see if it turns, and look at the ends for any melted stuff. All right, that should do that. All right, fair enough. Okay, good. All right, so then we're done with that. All right, so let's give it a try. Okay, let's give this carpet a try. You might be able to see it. Let me see if I move this out the way. Yeah. Let me bring this a little closer. That's about as close as I can get with this, where the camera can still see what we're doing here. Okay, how's that? Okay, so let's see if this works. Let me bring it. Yeah, all right. The closer we get, the better. All right, I'm gonna see if this works. Just water, okay? Now I've heard this on TikTok, and I've seen someone do it, and I think I've even shared it on my channel. So you know what? Let me test it for real. I've shampooed carpets before, mostly when I was shampooing it on a regular basis, I was using a Kirby vacuum, but at home. My kids do a lot more shampooing than I do. All right, so let's give this a shot. I'm gonna clean it first, vacuum, just regular vacuum. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna do any pre-treating. I'm not gonna spray it or anything. No pre-treating here, okay? All it is just a regular vacuum over the carpet. No pre-treatment. I'm just gonna use the water and give it a try, just using water alone, okay? No steam. All right? So let's see if it takes any longer. You know what I wanna do? Let me split it in half, right? Let's split it in half. Let's do let's do half and half. Because at least you'll be able to see. We have, I have some tape. Let me get some tape. This one might be too thin. I'm gonna get another tape. Give me a second. I have an idea. This might not hold because it's not sticky, but I didn't want nothing that would stick. I just wanted to kind of see a good difference, okay? All right, so let's do this. Let's do it like this. And I'm gonna do it all the way around because I know this thing doesn't have the stick power. This is painter's tape. And I'm gonna go around again. Just want to have like a clear difference. All right, here we go. Cool. All right, let's try it. I'm gonna give it the rough side here first. All right. Turn it on. Let's take our time and do it. Oh, sorry. All right. Going off the mat. Hold on. Let's try it like this. No, that water is just not. I don't see it. Not with this. Yeah. I don't see it. I have a feeling that when you're talking about car mats, you're talking about grease and grime. So let's try some solution. I don't see it here. Maybe at your carpet at home, maybe combining pre-treating. So let me try the pre-treating, okay? And then shampoo it. Yeah. Let me try the pre-treating and then shampooing it, because if you're gonna have to pre-treat, especially in a nasty spot like this, I always pre-treat these spots when I clean. So I know water alone doesn't seem to be doing anything to like stuff like that, okay? Because really, if you think about it, water and grease don't really mix, right? So you have a Dawn grease cutter kind of deal kind of coming in, and that's where those things happen. So let's see if we can do some type of pre-treating first and then see what happens afterwards, okay? So what do I have here? Grease and grime. All right. Let's try something. I mean, the carpet it looked like you can see the hair standing up. But, okay, so I'm leaving that side alone, right? Okay, because that's when I'm gonna put the solution in there and see, all right? So now, if you pre-treat it, you're gonna scrub it. So let me get you know what you can actually do? Let's use this to scrub it. You can scrub it with your hands, but let's use the brushes to do the scrubbing for us, okay? Just kind of scrub it in. Okay. All right, so just the scrub in action, I'm already seeing a difference. Let me bring it closer. Okay, so just the scrub in action, I'm already seeing a difference from the last time, right? With just the pre-treating. All right, so let's see what we got. This is a little grease cutter, a little grease cutter pre-treat I'm using right now. All right, let's try it one more time. Again, remember, these mats take the most damage out of all mats, I think. The ones that are in your car. Okay? I mean, the front door mat, yeah, but you're talking walking off of tar, off of gravel. You're not going from tar to your house. You're going from tar to the car, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so I think these mats get it most. Let's go again. Hold on. Here we go. Now I'm gonna add the water now. Okay. So, all we did was, no solution, right? All we did was use our grease cutter spray, water. We vacuumed it first. Grease cutter spray, water, and we can see, okay, all right. Well, let's do the same. Let's give it the same, but the only difference is gonna be this one has solution. Okay? Let's try that. All right. Okay, so let's give it the same treatment. And let me put some of that solution in there. First, let me scrub it with the machine. Like I said, I did it last time. I scrubbed it. I scrubbed it with this. So let's scrub it first. Now you can scrub it with your hands if you want, but some people don't want to have to do all that work. Let the machine, because it's already spinning very, very fast, so it's already scrubbing. Okay, so let the machine scrub it. I'm not pressing the water. Just scrub. Try not to get too close to that. Try not to get too close to that tape. All right, now. I keep messing up that on and off button. Now I'm going to pour some solution in here. I'm going to pour 1 cup of this stuff, of the allergen, whatever. That I have it in the back. I don't have it here. Okay. Here we go. All right. And let's see what we have on this side. It's making a noise, whistling. I think it has to do with the seal. Okay. Well, this side was already a little cleaner, but still. So, this is what we have, all right? Let's break this. Are you strong enough? No, I'm just gonna peel it off. Okay. So this tape was the actual color of the carpet before we shampooed it. So this side is, are we still here? Okay. It just went boo boo. All right. So this side is the water alone and just the I guess I just use a 409 spray greaser, degreaser. Let me just show you where is it at? Just wrapping up my little degreaser. I just use it just for that purpose alone. just because. And then this side is with the solution. And I don't know. What do you think, Ethan? What do you think? What do you think? Which side is this side was already clean though, kind of. Not really clean, but not as bad as this.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can see the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this is a test. So for people who are wondering, should you try it? I don't know. I wouldn't try water alone. We figured that out early. Water alone on grease, especially. But at home, sometimes the stains are sugar stains. So I'm assuming if you just want to skim over the carpet and just kind of like keep it clean, because if you look, there's some solutions, guys, believe it or not, that seem to attract more dirt after the carpet dries. So you have to kind of work, or kind of understand what you're dealing with the solution. You may have to try different ones. Okay, but if you really kind of want to stay away from chemicals, the only thing I can think of for other things is like vinegar, kind of water vinegar. If you kind of want to pre-treat the carpet with maybe vinegar or something like that, if you want to keep it as natural as possible. But there are natural options out there. There are natural chemical-free style stain removers if you want to use something like that to pre-treat and then use the water to shampoo the carpet. Okay, but you don't seem like you really have to be committed to buying too many chemicals. Okay, I sell chemicals here, so I'm not telling people not to buy them. Like, don't buy it from me, right? But just to give you proper information, and you can now do with it what you want. But either way, because I still had to use chemical. If you really think about it, I had to use the grease cutter on it. So it's up to you which way you want to take it. But it's not finished yet. I'm gonna have to clean the whole carpet properly because you really want it to kind of look a little bit more like this area here, right here. Or like this side, but here, this is a problem. All right, well, guys, that's it. See, that was a quick in and out today, right? I didn't take too long, did not stretch it out much longer, but stain removal and pre-treat. Even if one more thing about carpets, and if you're using a Kirby, there are things you can do to stretch your shampoo if you're kind of in the middle and you're like, man, I gotta find a way to keep this shampoo going. Water, a dash of Dawn, and like some peroxide or something like that. You can kind of get that dry foam kind of deal, right? Test it out and see if that works. But pre-treat the carpet. And if you just want to use water to kind of keep your carpet until you have to do some grand cleaning, I think that's a good idea. I think just to kind of maintain that carpet, just throw some water in your solution. In your tank. Skim over the carpet, make sure it dries, and then when you have this I don't know, spring cleaning before going to school cleaning, maybe a stain really hit the carpet that you wanna, then you get more chemicals and stuff, and this way you can cut down on the amount of chemicals used. That's all. All right, guys. Hey, don't forget, I'm having let me get one of those. Let me get one of these. This one. Anyone. I'm gonna be selling my collection. Okay, that's tonight, 7:30 on the Whatnot app. I am going to be selling my collection. I'm going to be putting them up for bid. There's a link in the description. All right, here you go, Jam. Thanks. And hey, join me. All right, Ethan's going to be helping me out, right? Yep. Yeah. And then we're going to get it done. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Be cool, all right? Okay.